Did I ever tell you the story that got me detention in high school? No. Well, lean in. This one's delicious. It was sophomore year. I was 16, bored out of my skull in a tiny town that smelled like cafeteria pizza and football sweat. My English teacher, Miss Haley, all tan cardigans and passive aggression, handed out a creative writing prompt. Write a short story, she said. Make it personal. Make it powerful. So I did. Oh, I made it powerful, all right. I still remember the title, The Detention Bob. In the story, a girl, unnamed of course, gets caught sneaking gum under her desk. Not a big deal, right? But the school, in my version, had rules. Strange ones. Specific ones. Break a rule, and you don't just get detention. You get changed. So when the girl shows up in the principal's office, she finds an old barber's chair waiting for her. There's a pair of clippers plugged into the wall. And she's told, in very calm, very matter-of-fact terms, that it's time for her hair to match her behavior. They don't ask. They don't warn. They just buzz. By the end of the story, she's standing in front of a fogged-up mirror, rubbing the prickly edge of her freshly shaved nape. Her hands are shaking. Her knees are weak. And she can't stop touching it. And here's the kicker. She doesn't hate it. She likes the punishment. She craves the control. She wants more. I turned it in like it was no big deal. Just another assignment. But when Miss Haley read it, oh, honey. You'd think I'd submitted a confession to a crime. She kept me after class. Said the story was disturbing, that it made her deeply uncomfortable. I smiled sweetly and told her, isn't that what art is supposed to do? She did not like that answer. The next day, I was called into the counselor's office. They asked if everything was okay at home. If I had any tendencies. If I'd ever felt the urge to hurt someone. I wanted to laugh. As if I'd hurt someone. No. I transformed them. But I played nice. Said it was fiction. Said I'd watched a documentary about punishment rituals in obscure countries. Whatever. Still got detention for inappropriate content. And oh, that detention. That was deliciously ironic. Because what do you think I brought with me to serve my time? A notebook. A pen. And a brand new story. The sequel. In that one, the girl came back to the office, but this time, she asked for it. And not just a bob. She asked for the clippers. Asked to be strapped down. Begged for it. I swear I wrote that entire thing in one sitting. It was like a dam broke in me. Every word spilled out like it had always been there. When I got home, I hid that sequel in my sock drawer. I couldn't risk anyone finding it. Not yet. But I read it to myself that night. Out loud. Slowly. I even brought out a pair of kitchen scissors and, well, let's just say I gave my bangs a little trim. Just enough to feel it. Just enough to remember. That was the first time I connected writing with cutting. With the power of story being real and permanent. It wasn't just about the narrative anymore. It was about control. My words could move someone. Change someone. Scare them. Or seduce them. Sometimes I think Miss Haley did me a favor. By punishing me for writing that story, she taught me exactly what kind of stories I needed to write more of. The kind that make people squirm in their seats. The kind that leave you touching the back of your neck, imagining what it would feel like to lose something. The kind that whisper, just one more inch. So here's a little confession. That story. The detention Bob. It's still one of my favorites. In fact, maybe I'll do a full ASMR reading of it soon. Would you like that? Just imagine. You're sitting in the office. You hear the door click shut. You see the chair. You know what's coming. And the clippers. They're already buzzing.